So it's been a while, but hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So moving right along, first thing first, I'm going to moisturize my face, and I'm going to be using this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Moisturizer. I really like this moisturizer because it's like super like moisturizing. Like, can you see? It's like already like about to drip out. So I'm just gonna dab. You don't need a lot. And do you see how hydrating my face looks? Yeah. This stuff right here is like literally a gold mine. I just love the way it feels. It's not as heavy as most creams would be. Okay. Now that my face is moisturized, I need to moisturize my lips. I like to use this lip care by Nivea. I got this from Ulta. And it's just basically a lip balm, and I got the flavor strawberry because I love strawberry, and it just looks like this, and this is what I use to moisturize my lips. And they have a bunch of different flavors. I think they even have a clear one, like a non-flavored one, but I love strawberry, so got the strawberry one. Our face is all hydrated and now our lips are all moisturized. We're gonna be moving to the first step of doing our makeup. Does anyone know what that is? Yeah. It's eyebrows. So yeah, I like to do my eyebrows first. I'm using an eyebrow brush. I'm just gonna like brush out my hairs. As you can tell, this one's my favorite eyebrow. Like, there's not much I have to do to it. Like, it's already in the shape that I want it to be. Whereas this one's a little bushy. I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's just a little bushy. But at least I have hairs, because it makes it a lot easier when you have eyebrow hairs, I like to think. Okay, so the product that I like to use when I'm doing my eyebrows is actually the Anastasia Dipbrow, which comes in a little jar like this. You all should be familiar with this. This came out so long ago. But like, this is it. It's like a gel. And I'm using the color Ebony. Ebony, I'm not sure, I don't think Ebony is the darkest color. It might be, I don't know, but it's pretty dark. It's like almost like black, because you know, my hair is black. Okay, so I'm gonna start by drawing a line at the base of my eyebrows, just like that. So what I'm doing is creating the outline of how I want my eyebrows to be. And now we've done the hard part, which is basically creating that outline. So next, we're just gonna fill it in. So I like to fill in by going upward strokes like this. You don't really have to care too much when you get to like this side of your eyebrows, because if you're like most people, this is where your eyebrow starts to really thin out. So you're gonna need to put as much product there as possible. Sometimes my hair is out of place, so I'm brushing it up. Okay, and then next I'm gonna lightly fill in the front part by brushing up. You see my eyebrows are going up with it. You don't want to put too much product down. And then I'm gonna go back and brush my hairs back down like this. I'm really like a perfectionist when it comes to my eyebrows. Like, I feel like this has to be perfect before anything else can be perfect. And that's how I do my eyebrows. And to conceal them, this is a trick that I use, and it might help you. So I see that most people, when they conceal their eyebrows, they use a shade of concealer that's like 3 times lighter than their skin tone to make your eyebrows look more natural. I like to use this Bobbi Brown, it's a foundation, but I just use it to conceal my eyes as a concealer. But basically, get a tone that's close to your skin tone, you see? And this will create, it's going to give you, you know, that same concealment, but it'll look more natural. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled brush like this, and I'm going to brush the product on my brush, and then I'm going to start concealing the eyebrow. And then taking a flat foundation brush, I'm just going to blend in the concealer. And there you have it. Natural eyebrows. So moving along, the next thing we're going to do is foundation. My all-time favorite foundation, and I don't think anyone could ever change my mind about this foundation because this is just what works for me, is the Chanel Nude. It's in French, so I can't pronounce it right, but it's the Ultra Wear Flawless foundation, and it's called flawless for a reason because it's literally flawless. So I'm in the shade, I believe 132 Chocolate. Yeah, 132 Chocolate. And I'm going to be using this NYX foundation brush. This is also like my favorite foundation brush. And all I'm going to do is squeeze 2 little pumps. Not even 2 full pumps, it's just 2 little pumps. And first I go down my face, make sure I hit all my points. And then I'm going to start blending it in. And when I tell you this stuff is like magic, it covers up all my hyperpigmentation. I'm gonna go over my eyes just a little. The weird thing about foundation for me is I just feel like you're never gonna find a foundation that's 100% your skin color. Like, your skin color is unique, so basically find something that's gonna match, you know, at least 98% or something like that. And I believe this one does for me. My undertone is yellow, but I'm gonna show you how you can fix that and bring that yellow back. So I'm gonna blend this in. And this foundation dries really quick, like really quick. You don't have time to play around when it comes to this foundation. I'm gonna set my foundation with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Microfiber Powder. So this powder is actually white, and using a fluffy brush like this, I'm just gonna dip a little bit in there. I'm gonna put some on my face. This is basically just gonna make our makeup last longer. So moving on to concealer, I'm gonna be using this Aucoin concealer. I've been having this concealer for 2 years. Like, I'm not even joking, 2 years. And it's this big. And this is how much product I've been using after 2 years. And like, the stuff is really thick, so you really don't need that much. So using another like really flat foundation brush, I'm just gonna dip in the pot like this. And I'm gonna start right here underneath my eye, and also on the side of my nose. So I'm gonna put it like this, go across like that, side of the nose, and work my way down. I'm also going to put it on the bridge of my nose. And I'm placing my concealer in my T-zones. Another reason why I bring the concealer all the way to the side of my nose is this is going to make the contouring the nose a lot easier. Alright, so putting that brush back, I'm now going to get this little round brush right here. And this is what I'm going to use to really blend in that concealer. Ooh. And another thing, the shade of this concealer is SX12. It's in numbers. I'll put that in the description box. I'm just gonna blend it in like that. And the bridge of my nose. Okay. So now that that's done and we're already seeing progress, we're gonna move next to concealing. So with concealing is all about finding a shade that's like 1 or 2 shades darker than your skin tone. Some people like to use like foundation sticks, like what I like to use for my eyebrows. But what works best for me is actually using a dark powder. And they don't really have that many good dark powders out there, but I found one with this Urban Decay foundation. It's a little dirty, but it's in the shade Deep Neutral. So it's like, you know, like a really dark chocolate, which is perfect. And I'm looking for my contour brush. Okay, got it. This is the contour brush I'm going to use. It's a flat contour brush like this. And I'm just gonna get some product. I like to suck in my cheeks. And go down like that. I'm going upward the temples of my cheeks. And then I put a little bit on my forehead. I like to dab it on. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, dab, dab. And blend this out just a little bit by dabbing. Alright, and then taking the sides of the brush, this is where I'm going to go in with my contouring my nose. So I contour my nose by lining up the edge of my eyebrow with my nose. So basically like this. And do it to the other side. So it's all gonna blend in after this next step. So the next step is everyone's favorite step, which is baking. So I'm going to be using this baking powder from Cover FX. It's called their matte setting powder. And it's in the shade Deep. And it looks like this. I don't know if you guys can really see. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a yellow shade. And I'm going to use a sponge. A little square sponge like this, so you can probably get from the dollar store. Dip it in. And I'm going to start baking in all the areas where we put the Kevyn Aucoin concealer. To really get that cut crease effect on your face, you want to start at the corner of your mouth and work your way up along that contour. So just like that. Alright, now we are baked for the gods. I'm just gonna let that sit for a hot second. And we're going to move forward to our eyeshadow. So this is like an everyday natural look. So I'm going to be using these neutral shades. This is what they look like. And this is actually a palette from NYX that I got for my birthday. It says happy birthday. I'm not sure what year they was giving this out on. It was either, I know it wasn't this year, which is 2018. I think it was last year, so 2017 is when they gave out this palette to everybody at Ulta. So my favorite shade is, as you can tell because I'm about to hit pan, is this one right here. So I'm gonna dig my brush in it using this fluffy brush. I'm just gonna spread that all over my eyelid. And it just gives us this soft, fall-inspired look. Getting some major fall vibes from this shade. So I'm gonna put that brush back. I'm gonna get a smaller brush like this, and I'm gonna go underneath my eyes with the same shade, just like that. Most people don't know this, but eyeshadow goes underneath your eyes, guys. Do not forget about this part. It makes a huge difference. We're gonna move on to mascara, and I'm gonna use the Better Than Sex mascara, and just go over my eyes like this first, and then go over like that. I just hit myself in the eye. Try to not do that. So I like to use 2 mascaras whenever I'm not wearing lashes. So the next mascara that I'm going to use is by Maybelline, and it's the MakeupShayla one in the Colossal Big Shot. I like this one because it makes your eyebrows a lot more fuller. The Better Than Sex makes your eyebrows, makes your eyelashes like really long and lengthy. This one adds volume to it. And there you go. Okay, save that because we're going to use the same mascara for underneath our eyes. But before we do that, it's time to brush the bake away. So I'm using a different makeup brush, a fluffy brush. This one's from Echo Tools, I think. I'm just gonna brush this bake away. Okay, now that you look like a ghost, it's time to add bronzer. I don't like to use blush because I don't know, I'm a chocolate girl and I feel like red blush or peach blush isn't really my thing. So we're using bronzer. This bronzer is from Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Deep 4. So this is the bronzing powder. You can tell I use this a lot. And taking a angled fluffy brush, I'm just gonna add some color back in my cheeks by going in circular motion like this. See the difference? So now that we have some color on our cheeks, next I'm gonna set my face with a setting spray. I'm using the NYX Matte Finish spray. I'm just gonna drench my face in this. Feels so much better. And I really like this because it adds a little more glow back in your face after all that powder. So, and before that dries, we're gonna go ahead and highlight our face. So I like to use this highlighter by MAC. It's called Gold Deposit. It's been around for like forever. This is a little highlight brush I like to use. So dip a little bit in that. I have to start right here on my cheeks and then move backwards like that. The light hits your cheeks and the tip of your nose before anything. So this is the areas that you want to focus on when it comes to highlighting. Alright, and I'm also going to use the same highlighter underneath my eyebrows. So I'm going to get a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to put it right here. And there we go. Now moving back to our lashes, I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara to my bottom lashes. Okay, so don't set that mascara down yet. I'm going to take the same mascara and I'm going to kind of set my eyebrows with this. I like doing this because it makes my eyebrows hair pop a little bit more. And it also like holds my hairs in place. Because during the day my hairs just start going all over the place. So using this, it keeps them to not move. Next is the lips, and I'm going to keep my lips really simple. I'm going to use this lip liner from NYX, and it's in the shade Expresso. This is my favorite lip liner. It's basically like a dark brown chocolate color. And I'm going to line my lips. Alright, just like that. And I'm just gonna rub my lips together. This is basically just gonna blend the lip liner in with my lips. And then all we're gonna do is add a little gloss on top. And let's see, what gloss do I want to use today? A clear gloss would work perfect with this, but I can't find my clear gloss, so that sucks. Okay, I'm going to be using this Nude gloss by Bobbi Brown. The shade is actually called Nude 8. The thing with Bobbi Brown is that they discontinue a lot of products, I don't know why. So this might not be available anymore, but it's lip gloss from Bobbi Brown, like it just says lip gloss, and this is what it looks like. And the shade is literally called Nude 8. So I'm gonna put that on. Boom. We are done. So this is a little simple makeup tutorial. It's like everyday makeup, you know, you can wear this to the mall, you can wear this to an event. I think I look good enough to go on red carpet right now, but that's just me. I love this makeup look because I think it just enhances my natural beauty. Like it really just brings emphasis to my natural features, and it'll do the same for you too. That's what's great about this tutorial. It's all about just hitting your T-zones and really contouring your face. Yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial. It means so much to me, especially since it took a lot of courage for me to sit down, get back in the camera, and to record. And then I'm so excited because I'm about to go edit this, and you know YouTube is for you when you get excited about editing. Like for most people, editing is the worst part, but for me it's my favorite part, because this is where the magic comes in. This is where my creativity really comes into play, besides, you know, doing the makeup. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any comments, or hey, if you have an idea of what my next tutorial should be, write me down below, because I really need some new ideas to just keep the videos coming. Don't forget to add me on Instagram at Moses Empire. I'm gonna put that down in the description box. I think that's about it. Bye guys.